We have a question from Diana. What is your advice for managing up? For example, oh, great point, Diana. Because talk about the power dynamic there. For example, when giving constructive feedback to your manager.
So you do have to be more careful when you're, because of that power imbalance. It is harder to give feedback up than down. And you have to be careful. I would say never confront your somebody above you in front of other people. That tends to not go well. Just whether it should or shouldn't, it can't. Not speaking to that, but just what are the consequences of that? And there's some leaders where it goes okay, but be careful about that. Generally, not the best. So do it in a one-on-one. And I would say again, focusing the aid that formula can use here. If you're, I always say you're on firm ground if you are just talking about how it impacts the work. And so, when you ask me to send you, you have been asking me to send you an email every day outlining where I am in the project. That's the action, right? Instead of saying you're micromanaging me, just this is the action that I'm experiencing. The impact is I'm spending a half hour to an hour writing that email to you rather than getting more work done. And then the do, what would you like to be different? Which is in the future, do you think we could make this so that, we're checking in once a week? Given our schedule on things, I think that probably would satisfy what you need, et cetera, et cetera. You might go through it. Notice that one thing that's different when you are managing up, when you get to that do, and in general, when you're managing up, is ask questions rather than state things, right? Because when you are the manager or leader, you can state things because that's your role, right? When you are trying to manage up, then you need to often couch things with, have you considered that, have you thought about, could we? And that softens it a little bit if to when you're managing up. So yeah.
Yeah,
I have
I
a whole
love that.
chapter on managing up in my book. No, it's a really important thing. It's hard, right? And it's a
Yeah,
question I get a lot because it's not easy. Yeah.
yeah. Really great advice and specific example. I would say um, timing is also very critical when providing that feedback. So that's again, if it's not time sensitive, that's a great opportunity in your one-on-one because that's a time when your leader is carved out time focused specifically on you and what it is you need to accomplish. So perfect avenue to provide that feedback as opposed to potentially catching the leader off guard when their head is on some totally different plane.